Show your mighty hand.
Hey guys, I'm Alex, an assistant pastor at Calvary Chapel Revival, and today's Spark Devotional is going to be out of Matthew 22. We're going to start in verse 37 to verse 40. Let's jump right into it. Starting in verse 37. So Jesus said to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. This is the first great commandment, and the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets." First note that the first and the second commandment are centered around love. Loving our God and loving our neighbors. So what does God's love look like? And how can we apply it into our lives? Well, I think a great example of this is going to be out of 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4 through 7. And it's common in weddings, but it shows God's love. Starting in verse 4, love suffers long, it's kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself. It's not puffed up. Does not behave rudely. Does not seek its own. Is not provoked. Thinks no evil. Does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth. Bears all things. Believes all things. Hopes all things. And endures all things. Wow. So I thank the Lord that despite my failures, that He still loves me. And when I ask for forgiveness, He's so faithful to forgive me, and He never forsakes me. So how can we show God's love to the world, and how can we love God with all our heart, soul, and mind? So I have some words for you guys that are associated to those heart, soul, and mind that could help give us a better understanding. So for heart, I have sincerely, whole, without reserve. For mind, I have thoughts, judgment, thinking, decisions. And for soul, I have emotions, spirit, completely. So you can say we are to love our God without reserve in every decision completely. As a believer, I should aim to love God with every decision. And this does not mean that everything's going to be great, and it doesn't mean that everything's going to go good. But however, despite those horrible moments or those very bad moments and times in life, that I will glorify Him and pursue Him in every decision, from the smallest to the greatest. Keeping these two commandments are a byproduct of loving God. And loving God is a byproduct of Him first loving us. See, He gets all the glory in the end. God is love, and I glorify God when I love others. I should always look for opportunities to show love and to serve others without reserve in every decision completely. Very hard to do. We should aim to do it. Just as the first great commandment, the second is a byproduct of God first loving us. So we see that God is love. The great commandments are centered around love. And we are to love our God with all our heart, mind, soul, and to love our neighbors as ourselves. If you have never seen God's love and you've never felt it, then this is for you. It starts with Jesus Christ. And He loves you so much that He died for you even when you didn't even know Him. That He cares for every single hurt that you've ever felt, every single pain, and every single struggle that you've ever faced. So I urge you, talk to Him right now, call out to Him right now, Just tell him, Jesus, show me the truth. Forgive me of my sins. I welcome you in my heart. God bless. I'll see you next time.
Heal our streets and land